All right. Let's see. I think I am back. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, not there, not there, not there. One, two, three, four, five. All right. Looks like I am back. Looks like I am back. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know. I don't. And then as soon as this comes back, then this pops back up. We just gonna
What?
shut that down. It's OBS. It's an OBS issue, and I don't. I'll have to. But I am buying a new computer. That should take care of it. It's an OBS issue. Um, Here, let me pour this off of here and go here. Brent.
It's an OBS issue.
It
What does
is.
OBS stand for?
Uh, I don't exactly remember what OBS stand for, but
All right.
it's a open source broadcasting platform that allows you to do multiple things that I can't necessarily do here in uh, Restream. So I use that to go live, and that keeps glitching and freezing and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know if the software, if they've updated it to the point that it's not compatible with the M1 chip, which is what I
Mhm.
have. So I'm going to buy the computer with the new M4 chip, and that should be okay.
All right. More than what I wanted to know, but thank you. I just want to know what OBS stood for, but that's all right. That's all right. Yeah. Can we talk about your brother?
Sure.
All right. Um, you have impeccable recall skills. And what I mean by that, you can hear a conversation and remember exactly what was said from, months, days, and even years ago. I've heard you recall stuff. Your brother doesn't have that same skill. Maybe he got out of line, when y'all were in the genetic picking things out. He ain't got that skill. So let's start at the beginning with Mika. Did I ever say that we should let up off of Mika Owens? No. What I did say is that her decision was made. She wasn't going to change her mind. Apparently, they couldn't stop the decision. And so, if Nolan doesn't vote the way y'all want him to vote on city council, you should vote both her and him out. So I was all about holding Mika Owens accountable. So that's number one.
All right.
Number two, your brother is also good at trying to take three and four things together and lump them in, or like what he did when he well, you're not in the Lincoln chat, so he was the loudest one yelling in the chat. Mika Owens is giving money, $75,000. She voted to give $75,000 to the Nutcracker in the park. Like black folks can't, appreciate ballet and culture, which we can, but also he left out crucial piece of information because the black majority, that's what he's saying, she gave away the black majority, she gave away the black majority. Well, not all the black members voted against those Nutcracker funds. Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney, which is the vice mayor, which I understand is black, she voted for those funds too. You attack Mika Owens, but don't call Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney. So to me, it's like, okay, so you just going to avoid that point and ignore that altogether. So if you pissed at Mika, you need to be pissed at Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney because she's not voting as a black bloc in order to get black people in Cincinnati what they want. So that's number two. Number three, my biggest issue with Nate is that he called for lashes against, or to be put on Mika Owens. And he always tries to school me on, you don't understand Cincinnati history and what's going on there. Well, apparently he doesn't understand the historical context when it comes to giving lashes to black folks, specifically formerly enslaved folks. So he ran from those comments every time that I put that out there. I'm like, and he even said on your show when you asked him, do because you asked him that question, and he said yes, but he said it in front of what, 50 to 70 people, but he didn't want to say it in the chat on Lincoln's show. So he knew where I was coming from, and he knew where it was going, and he knows how that sounds. And to use it, whether it's metaphorically or literally, you understand the historical context. So you saying I'm against black men, that's a Mitch move right there, by saying you want to give lashes to a black woman. And then you turned around another black woman where you said you wanted to slap her or something like that. Come on now. You ain't Jimmy the Vet. That is totally unnecessary and uncalled for. And the whole thing with all of this is saying that she didn't break any rules. It's the process that they don't want to formalize for whatever reason. So unless Cincinnati wants to be in the same situation 5 to 10 years down the line, looks like that you guys want to be that, because Scotty Johnson doesn't want to do it. I haven't heard any other council members say they want to do it. So how long are you going to sit there and cry? How long are you going to sit there and call her Messy Mika? She's already catching it. She doesn't need any additional beating up, especially by one specific loudmouth that is on there incessantly bashing her. So yeah, so if she doesn't vote the way you guys want her to vote, vote her out. But if you are still pissed if she votes for everything that the black community wants, and then you still vote her out, man, you know who's going to win that seat? Somebody white and Republican.
Maybe
so
not.
You have to think.
See, here's where I disagree with some of what you said. I get the rhetorical lashes comment in particular because I don't know that you can cry historical significance when you threw away historical significance by giving away the black majority to somebody white. So I don't know that you can disregard historical significance and then be concerned about historical significance with regard to.
No, you can do both. You can do both. It's not an either or.
I don't agree with that. I think to the black people who don't care about black people, the history, the struggle, then you are no longer under the protection. You know what I'm saying? Like if you run around talking about racism don't exist no more, then you can't cry racism when it happens to you. See what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways.
Happened, no. That's just an example you made up. But yeah, I hear you.
No. It's it wasn't an example. I'm not saying that's what she did. She didn't say racism doesn't exist. I'm saying it to say the principle of the matter is if you disregard the historical significance of a thing when it comes to racially, then you can't use historical significance as something offensive. That's what I'm saying with regard to that. With regard to continuing to stay on somebody, I believe politically, we don't do that enough. When did they?
I know, but you realize Cincinnati is not a unique situation where you have an almost majority or majority black city and the council is, whether it's majority black or majority white, you have that mixes in there. It's not the first city. This is not a unique situation.
No, it's not a unique situation. And again, what I was saying was, I believe that we don't. Here's my question. When did Republicans lay off of Joe Biden through that entire 4 years. They didn't sit back and say, well, if he vote for some stuff that we like, then we'll vote for it. No, everything he did, whether they liked it or whether they didn't, you don't stop hammering people that you stand against. So to say, well,
but that is no, but they are hammering against him due to ideology, not due to race.
right, that this is an ideology. See, I believe it is an ideology to give away the black majority on city council. There's an ideology there. The ideology of,
So what if Mika would have appointed LG to that seat? How then does you have a black majority, but you ain't getting nothing accomplished for black people because LG is obviously against black people.
but okay, so what? That's fine. You don't give away the black.
Just as long as it stays black. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing is that just as long as it stays black, no matter if it's Clarence Thomas, no matter if it's Tim Scott, just make sure it's all black.
I don't know what
black majority, which to me I just can't. Just from a logical standpoint, and pulling emotion away from it, that just doesn't make sense.
Well, I disagree.
You can have a black majority and not get anything accomplished.
That's very true. You could, and I'm not saying this is what anybody else is saying. This is what the King of Talk is saying. I'm saying black person step down, you replace them with a black person. If that's an elected position, especially if you understand the struggle, the fight, the decades that went into creating the situation where you can have a black majority. Because understand, black people, we not all gonna agree, right? So the issue ain't appoint somebody who agree with you.
But the issue is about having black faces, having a majority of black faces.
We fought. Well, not we. People fought for decades to have the opportunity to have 5 black people up there with their varied experiences.
What was the reason why they fought for that majority? What was the reason they fought for that majority?
They fought for that is to have 5 black people or more there to bring whatever their black experiences are to make decisions as they affect black people in Cincinnati. So it don't matter if you are liberal, conservative, and all of this and that. You bring your black experience, hopefully. And I think even the Republicans understood this when Thurgood Marshall died. Yeah, they appointed. How would they have looked? They understood how it would have looked to say, well, we lost a black justice. Let me not. But it's the same principle that applies.
Million, not Cincinnati representing what, maybe 1 million or so.
But again, it's the same principle that applies.
No, it's not.
You need. Yes, it is.
We can just say no.
We disagree, bro. I think it is very.
Yeah, I disagree with that premise. I totally disagree with that premise.
Okay, you can disagree, and we can both disagree. But I think you don't. Again, my question becomes: if white people were in a position where they never had a majority, and then they finally achieve a majority, you think some white person is gonna give that majority away? They gonna look far and wide.
See, now you make it a broad sweeping, like every white person and what they would do. You making a generalization.
I think based on the history of the world, I'm quite comfortable saying.
No, you're making a generalization. That's a generalization.
But it's a generalization based on the history of the world.
A generalization, yes.
Yes, based on the history of the world. Yes, it is. And
okay.
I mean, I look, I get it.
Yeah, and I understand. This is like I said, I don't, with Cincinnati, from other cities that I've even participated in talk radio or see what's going on in terms of the politics, because I'm even learning the politics here in the Dallas area. But man, it is a sore point of contention, and arguing this point is like arguing religion or arguing, or it's almost like you calling somebody's baby ugly. There's no winning for the person who is just on the outside looking in on that, and I have no problem with that. But like I said, my problem was with the way Nate was coming. It was like, damn, did she shoot you down? You shoot your shot and she said no, or is there money involved? Is there money being exchanged hands, or is he doing the work of Tillery and of Charlie Winburn? Because one of the angles of it is that ultimately all the attacks on her is affecting Democrats, which right now they are the only ones with policies and a direction for positive for black people, not taking black people back. But they just sitting back laughing and like, well, we ain't got to do nothing. We can put our time, money, and resources on coming at it from a different angle. We can keep on funneling money to Charlie Winburn, and we can keep on ignoring Ken Anderson because he keeps on trying to bring up reparations. So that's all I'm saying with that. But yeah, with the way Nate was going and everything, and to think I even bothered to take the time to get a hold of my friend, to get a hold of Benjamin Crump for him when those cops or the security slammed him to the ground or whatever they did to him when he went to protest, drove all that way to protest Hulk Hogan. Oh, well, so, but yeah, but if that's his don't touch me spot or don't hurt, so be it. But it just seems like a lot of what he said is, very close to slander and libel. And, Mika isn't going to say anything. Why would she? She has to take the high ground on this, because if she comes back and goes at Nate, well, Nate ain't going to stop talking. Goodness, you probably know that better than anybody here. He's going to keep on talking. So,
and I don't believe that you give up on your principles because that specific issue is over. And that was the other point I was making. Like I said, with Joe Biden, they didn't say, if Joe Biden votes for our interest, then we're going to support him later on. No, that's not the way groups deal with people when they deal with them politically. It's just not the way that it happens.
It's 20 years behind the times.
It's not true, because it happened in 2024, which we're still in.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
I said it's not being behind the times. It is the times. It's politics. That's the way it works.
Yeah, that's politics and the way it works. But if the only avenue is that we're just going to attack Mika, we're going to beat her down, because even when she called into Lincoln's show, and she was called in for a totally different topic, and Lincoln got the questions in there because they rescheduled some event that I think they had with Kroger's or something like that, a health event or something like that. Folks weren't going to hear anything that she had to say, whether it was concerning that health event or the foreclosures, unless she got on there and said, I am resigning from city council, and guess what? I talked to Evan, and he is resigning too. So there is nothing she can say that will, quell the venom and the vitriol and the outright hatred that people have for her.
That's the political price that you pay for giving away a black majority that people fought for decades for. So that she should have taken that into consideration when she was making there's gonna be a price to pay politically if I don't want to use the term sellout because I don't know that she got no money or any political favors, but if I dismiss the will of black Cincinnati in favor of white Cincinnati, I'm gonna have to pay a political price. She should have thought about that.
Yeah, and she's paying it, and then like I said, if once it comes time for her seat is up for re-election, if you don't want to vote for her, you're not going to vote for her. But if she is voting for all the things that you want her to vote for, and Evan that she brought in is voting lockstep, and you vote both of them out, and there's no guarantee that you will get Democrats in or black folks in those seats, man, it's just not going to be, politically, just not going to look too good. And then it's going to put Cincinnati even further behind.
And again, I don't know that I agree
So
with you,
that's all
only
I'm saying.
because actually did step up and vote for 5 black people. And then one of them said, you know what? We don't need that many black people.
Okay, that's your point. Yeah, I mean, I have a different point of view on that, so not a problem. But yeah, Nate, yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. You good with the little name calling and your little fist bump and little explosion in every comment. You're gonna be you, and I'm gonna continue to be me. And every time you say something stupid like that, I'm gonna call it out too. Because she's paying the price. She's gonna pay the price. So ain't no big thing on that. But yeah, I got a certain set of skills, which you've seen some of it too. So I can just do things too.
All right.
But that's all I got.
Brent, enjoy your weekend.
Oh yeah, always. You too.
All right. All right. Sorry, it's a lot of stuff I have to go through to get the sound back once I take a call on this platform. And that's because it's set up for OBS. And I saw Shahar talk about, I told you to take advantage of the Black Friday sales. Apple don't got no daggone Black Friday sales. Apple don't put their stuff on sale. You either buying or you not. Period. You either buying or you not. That's just the way it go. But yeah, no, I understand some people who are like, oh, it's just one decision, but it's a pretty significant decision. It's a pretty significant decision. I'm gonna take this call and then I'm gonna have to redo all of that audio stuff. Twin,
What's up, man?
how you doing, sir?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, hear it on that Bluetooth and everything. What's up, E, man?
How you doing?
I'm blessed. I couldn't call it, man. Wait for you to come in here so I can throw some milk and cookies at you. I'll just play. You all right, man?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't know what's why your boy sounding sad, man? Your brother hurt his feelings or something?
They just have a disagreement.
He sounded sad. He was hyped for the last couple of weeks and all that, and then he get on your show and everything, your podcast, I guess, assuming you go take up for him or something like that since y'all tag team wrestling. But he didn't know that y'all fam though. So he kind of feeling in his voice, man.
I'm pretty sure he knew that.
It didn't sound like a wrestling man. It's time for the wrestling report. He didn't sound like that. You know how he be on 10. He sounded a little soft. I don't know, man. You see how you do? Cause confusion like your Uncle Lee.
Me? I don't cause no confusion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On a podcast at that.
Hey, I just try to call it like I see it. And the
reason somebody smile. And now ain't nobody gonna smile today because of you.
And the truth is, I call it like I said, and the truth is, I think that what Mika Owens did was egregious.
Was wrong. Wrong. She was dead wrong, man.
And I think when you do stuff wrong, just
you piss the people off.
We
people
can
woke now, man.
I would say black people can take a cue from everybody else and look at a situation and say, I'm sorry, we think you stabbed us in the back, so we don't trust you anymore. And so we gonna stay on you like we not, People really, I remember when John Cranley was in office and there was a recording of John Cranley. Something had happened. I don't remember all of the details, but John Cranley was saying to someone, look, it's the black community. Give it 2 weeks, they'll be done forgot all about it. And that's how
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of people in politics in Cincinnati, but probably all over the country, that's how a lot of people feel about black people. That, okay, it happened, deal with it. It's been 2 weeks. Let's just forget about it and move on. Then that makes it easy to stab us in the back or to throw out our wishes or to not care about what we think. If I'm only gonna have to deal with the blowback for 2 weeks, I can do whatever. And in 2 weeks, they're gonna forget about it. At some point, we have to say, no, we got a longer memory than 2 weeks. And there are consequences politically for your actions as they relate to us as a community.
Right, because, we, as a race and stuff, black race and everything, we forgettable person. We forgive, but we don't forget about it. And it's time to hold these people accountable, man, for what they doing, which is wrong. Y'all kept going with the somebody white. It's how it is, man. You enlighten me. Somebody white, they get back in their seat white. If they black, they get back in their seat black, right? Is it like that?
Hold on, say that one more time.
I say, is it like, say, Reggie Harris or whatever? How they been doing? He's black.
Mm-hmm.
So would you put a black person back in that seat?
Absolutely.
Or how'd it go?
Absolutely, I would.
Let's go like that, right? So if Evan leave, you put a white person back in that seat, or now that she messed up the process, they can put whoever in that seat, right? Since she messed up the process.
Well, no, I would say, if it were and Evan left that seat,
Yeah.
the community voted for a black majority. Let's restore the will of the community.
Oh, but what I was just saying, when I go though, like if I'm in that seat, put somebody else black in that seat. Where if he white in that seat, put somebody white in it. Ain't that how I go in the system?
But let me tell you this, twin. This is the way if Evan stepped down tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he has to pick his successor. But if it's a white person, you think they putting a black person in there?
No.
Right.
No, I'm just saying. But did y'all have the system? Was it equal out 6 white, 6 black? I don't know how the system worked. The way they were saying it, how it went, that if a person of that race or something, I guess they get in that seat or something like that, right?
I don't understand the question.
Like what? Like Reggie Harris left, right?
Okay.
He's a black person.
He is.
Does another black person fill his seat?
Well,
or whoever fill his seat. How does the system go?
The way the system is currently set up, everybody on council has designated somebody else on council to pick their replacement if for whatever reason, they can't.
Oh, you can pick your replacement.
Yeah.
Like I like E-Man, so E-Man should go in that seat. And
right.
It's up to people like if Mika leave, it's up to Mika to say E-Man can go to my seat.
No.
Right? Like that, right?
No. If Mika leave, I don't know who her designee is. If Mika leave, let's say Mika has said, if I leave, they have to make this decision when they take office. And so if Mika said, Scotty Johnson, if I leave, you pick who take my seat. Mika don't get to pick.
So Emmanuel, how did it come from Evan getting that pick though?
Because Mika picked him.
Okay, where she fall in line at?
She was Reggie Harris's designee. He said when he got in office, Mika, if something happened and I leave office, you get to pick who take my seat.
Wow. Wouldn't that be like city manager or mayor pick? So, because they got all answer to the mayor, right?
No,
when
not
it comes
really.
down to a city manager, who over them, city manager or the mayor?
Nobody.
Damn.
The people.
The people.
Yeah.
Well, why the people didn't get involved then?
Because that's not the way the system is set up.
That's crazy, man. They need to change that system. Either for the people, which is democracy or whatever it's supposed to be, and they need to really change that system because the way she caused a crucial conflict out here, man. Really, people, and then she got on the radio. I know you don't listen to her, whatever.
I listen
She
when I
got
get
on
a
the
chance.
radio. Look me. Oh, okay. Look me, Lincoln. I looking in your face, and she had that little, yeah, this my prerogative. I can do whatever I want to do, type attitude. And I'm like, man, if you just look at her body language, the way she looking, like, yeah, she don't care. Hey, I put them in there and forget y'all. What y'all say? Let's go on. They go forget about it, just like you said, but that shouldn't be. I don't know, man.
But as I said,
No,
I don't think
guess,
they
man.
should forget about it. And I think that the people who are saying
No.
forget about it are,
No.
making a mistake politically.
Right. That's crazy, man.
Yes.
But yeah, why they say it was a white skinned brother since a light skinned brother? They say about that sniper, whatever he is.
There's a certain historical significance to that. It's easy to blame a black man. You know what I'm saying? And you blame a black man, everybody gonna believe you.
See that.
Everybody gonna believe you. Look, if it's the way it is, what Susan Smith? She said, black man stole my car, and everybody was looking for black men because people are so ready to believe that about black men.
Hey, don't they remind you back in '94? What was that, '94, '96? It was Susan and something. Everybody going crazy. Smith, Susan Smith. Thought it was
I don't know why I
man.
didn't think about that example. I don't know. I wish I
think
would have
about
thought
like
of
that.
that
It's the
example
same
because
drama.
that's a great example of the same thing. Yes,
Remember that, man?
I do. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah.
Rodney King, then you skipped over to OJ. Around the OJ trial, it was her. Then they do. That mean they read out skinny ass, sketches ass thing. Hey, he look like this. And describe them all. Like what? That don't even look right.
Yeah.
Man, that was crazy. But she got what she deserved. She's still up in there. She went up for parole, 2 weeks ago or so? And denied. But yeah, man. So I mean, if they do, hey, that was premeditated murder, man. He timed it and all that. He come out of that tunnel or walk down this every day, 6:45 in the morning. You'll catch him. And he pissed them off, man. And if they do catch him, hey, he probably go out with a bang or shoot out or kill himself once. He ain't going out there. He ain't going to jail. That's what he ain't gonna do. I don't think he's going to jail.
I don't think they're gonna catch him.
He going out with a.
But we'll see.
Yeah, he can go in there, go paint his face black or something. Since they said it was a light skinned brother, go ahead and put some dreads on. It'll be all right. Yeah, what's up? I'm cool. Thanks.
What did she offer?
All right, man.
Hold on. What did she just offer you?
You know.
No, I don't know. Twin?
You laughing for, man.
What did she offer you?
What?
What did she just offer you?
What you think?
I don't know.
You try to be funny, man.
No, I'm just asking. And you did it. I mean, it happened on the
right.
air. Don't. If it happens on the air, don't we have a right to know about it?
No, you being nosy. That's what it is. You know what she did, man. I couldn't. Yo, baby, right there.
Yeah, but you can talk in code. She don't know the code.
I went to my car, came back, and I was looking for some in my pockets. She hasn't done work there, and then she said, you want to hit it? No, I'm cool. You know how them young folks is, man.
Oh, wait a minute, because that could mean two different things. You're talking about hit it, or hit it.
Not sexualized.
Okay.
Not sexualized.
Okay.
No.
That happens in the car too. You never know. You never know. Okay.
You say what now?
That happens in the car too. You never know.
Oh yeah. Man, what? Well, yeah. That's what she did.
Okay.
Like, no, I'm cool. I don't want to hit nothing.
That's right.
Cool.
That's
What
right.
else is going on, man?
Nothing.
Can't cuss you out because your granddaughter right there.
Good.
Yeah, happy day already caused a conflict, girl.
That mean good. You don't need to be
Can't
dealing
do
with no
nothing.
weed, and you don't need to be cussing. So good.
No, I ain't to mess with. You the only last one on the podcast on this last one of the Mohegans, man. Oh, the week get closed out. Well, wife playing Pikachu and everything. So I don't know. All right, man. I know somebody else want to get in the calls or whatever. You have a good weekend, man.
All right, Twin,
Hey,
you do say.
you coming to the extravaganza?
No, I don't think I'm allowed.
Yeah, say yeah.
I don't think
Man,
I'm
you
allowed.
can go whatever you want to, man. There's somebody else's establishment. Go on with that soft stuff,
I
man.
don't think I'm allowed, bro.
Bring your wife or somebody. Your brother coming.
Okay.
Your brother says, you know, you just call me, man. Stand in the corner or something. You know, people love to see you, man. Might as well come, man. Can't nobody. What you mean you ain't allowed? You can go wherever you want to go.
They might have guards
said, as long
outside,
as that sounds-
keep me out. You never know.
You said what?
They might have guards outside to keep me out. You never know.
Man, I'm the guard. What they can say? Either yes or no. You can't tell me not to leave. The owner got to tell me to leave. You saying I got to leave? No, this ain't your establishment.
No, I'll
And if they're
probably.
welcome
I
sign
don't
right
know
there,
when
we
it
open.
is, but more than likely I'll be at work.
You won't be at work because right now it would have been on today. It's next Friday, and right now you got time. I think it's 4 to 7, something like that. You can call me, man. Get off that goofy stuff, man.
I'm more than likely not
You
gonna
call
be there.
people-
But I appreciate the
You
invite.
said be the reason somebody smiled, dog.
Okay.
Man, bring your butt up there, man. I'll be out there waiting for you.
All right.
We'll go say something to you, man. I'll be out there.
All right.
Cause I'll say something to him, whoever. No, he ain't going nowhere. Where the own at?
All right. I hear you.
All
I hear
right,
you.
man.
All
Your
right.
brother come. You hear me, but you don't want to hear me.
I hear you.
You be safe, man. I'll holler at you. I know you ain't got to raise your voice now. Come on.
Oh my
Your
goodness.
equipment ain't working as you good. Now you want to raise your voice. Stop now.
So we have a
Raise
great
your voice. You
weekend.
know, one of the wires. Huh?
Have a great weekend.
What you do? I'm going to try it, man. That's all I can do is try, man.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. All right. We should be back audio wise and everything. All right. Y'all, I don't know that I have much else to say. It's and you know, of course, Nate brought this up, but for real, black people, we can come together. It's always some reason why we can't come together, why we can't, you know, decide that our interests are important enough to stand up for. And really, to some of this stuff, you, in my mind, you kind of get to a point where you say, look, black man, look, black woman, even if you don't think it's that much of a deal to you, stand with us. You ain't got to say nothing. Shut up and stand with us. How do it hurt you to stand with us for our interests? But again, pay attention. Pay attention. You on Facebook, you on YouTube, you on all these platforms. You reading stories. When you see a story that's clearly some racist stuff, go through the comments. You're gonna see all the KKK hate and all of that stuff. But I guarantee, if I'm wrong, I give you your money back. I guarantee you gonna see a gang of black people saying it ain't racism, it ain't that big of a deal, even if it is. Black people do wrong, black people do bad. It could be, the most egregious racist thing that you could find. You're going to have some black people on there saying, that is not racism. Black people are always crying about race. That ain't that big of a deal. And it does bug me when I see it and hear it. Don't take my word for it. Look up some past racist stories. Go back if you can find some articles about Rodney King. That ain't racism. He was driving too fast. He should have just laid still. It's gonna always be there. And I mean, even if you have that, just shut up and let it be what it is. People there's always, like Paul Mooney said, it's always gonna be some end to make an excuse for why it's okay for why white people should be comfortable with racism, or why we shouldn't make white people uncomfortable talking about actual issues that happen. It's true. And I'm not even one of these, white people are bad. I don't believe white people just in general are bad. I don't. But I know racism exists. And I know people can't be comfortable with it. And I know that there are black people who don't care enough about black people. And they create situations. And sometimes you just want to say, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I didn't read, what Mika's notes and all that kind of stuff. I kind of heard a little here and a little there. And I don't know. I was going to use the term intimately, but I don't know none of them brothers intimately. But I don't know them well enough to be like, nah, that ain't in his character. Or no, he ain't this. And no, he ain't that. I don't know them well enough to stand up and defend them. But why do you even, my question would be, and it's just a question, if I'd have made up my mind, I'm picking, Caucasian man. Do I have to bash black man to choose Caucasian man? I'm just choosing Caucasian man. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. That's the way I see it. Now, I haven't talked to Mika Owens. I don't know her, and I'm certain she has no idea who I am. But I don't agree with what she did. I don't agree with what she did. Some of us are very deliberate about who we vote for and why. And I think in particular in Cincinnati, with the history of the struggle of being represented. And again, being represented to me isn't just about race, but it is about race. I would be cool if it was, 5 black Democrats and 4 black Republicans. Because then at least you imagine, at least I imagine, everybody gonna be thinking about black interests. Even if I don't agree with you on this, I'm not disagreeing with you because I don't give a damn about black people. You know what I'm saying? That's not my disagreement. It is just ideological. Well, why you need 9 black people? 4 of them don't even agree with you. But they have some shared experience with me. But that's just the way I see it. Again, that's just the way I see it. Y'all, I got to get out of here. I stayed almost an hour past what I intended on staying. I want y'all to all get out. It's cold, but it's supposed to kind of warm up tomorrow. Man, get out, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and as always, if you're out, as you're out and about enjoying the weekend, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace. You just like holding up your fingers and say peace.
No, it's just because.